So I am right now in the Wind Palace or Hawa Mahal, and in English name is Wind Palace. So there's so many windows are here. That's why they call Wind Palace. And so I don't need guide so much because I've been here like few times, but I just want to like support because of coronavirus, like so much going on. So I just want to support him, and I want to use him also. So he's gonna explain us like all the detail, So I hope you guys will enjoy this. So here is our guide.
Namaste.
What's your name?
My name is Virender Singh.
Virender Singh. Okay. So you're from Jaipur?
Yes, I am from Jaipur, born and brought up here. Okay. I'm working as a guide from last 12 years.
12 years. Oh wow. So he has a lot of experience. So I hope he will help us, to show us which we didn't see before, So shall we begin?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, let's go.
See, this Hawa Mahal was built in 1799 by Savai Pratap Singh. He was the 5th Maharaja of Jaipur. See, customs were very rigid that time. So the queens and royal ladies were not allowed to come in front of commoners. So whenever the festivals used to celebrate on the roadside or the procession used to pass through the road, especially the procession of Tej and Gangor, the royal ladies used to walk from the city palace. City palace is still the current residence of the royal family. So there was a corridor from city palace to Jantar Mantar until here. So the queens and royal ladies used to come from palace to Hawa Mahal to watch all these festivals, processions, common life without being seen. That was the idea to build this Hawa Mahal. There are so many windows here, 953 small big windows. So you can feel the wind all the time here. This is the reason this palace is known as the Wind Palace. Look, this is the first part. This is the main entrance. Is known as the welcome gate. So whenever the Maharaja and queens, they used to come here, the female servants used to throw flowers on them to welcome the Maharaja and the queens to this beautiful palace. Okay, next. Start. Okay, so now we are in the second courtyard. As you can see, this big pool here. When in 1799, when the palace was built, the pool was also originally part from that time. The second biggest festival of India, Holi, was originally celebrated here in this courtyard. And this palace was
Holi is the color festival, yeah?
Yes, just for the color festival. Yeah. And Maharaja was the only man who used to come here. Otherwise, this entire palace was built for the queens and royal ladies. So the royal ladies used to celebrate the color festival Holi in this courtyard, and this pool was used later on by them. So the founder of this Hawa Mahal, Savai Pratap Singh, you can see the portrait of him, and recently a dummy was also made for him. See, this is the way he used to dress up, and he himself was a great poet. This is one of the reasons you can see peacock feathers, a small table. So he used to write poems, and most of his poems were dedicated to Lord Krishna. Right? One of his famous poem is on this board. You can see in this poem, Radha and Krishna, they were invited to Hawa Mahal. This used to be the resting room of the Maharaja. Look at the rings on top. As Rajasthan is quite warm in the summertime, so they used to hang fan here, and fan were tied with the rope, and the rope used to pass through this rope on top. So there is a servant quarter on the back. So the servants used to pull this all the time. And this way they used to keep the privacy of the Maharaja, and also Maharaja gets some fresh air during the summertime. Look at this door. This is original door, more than 200-year-old. It's made of teak wood, and some nice painting you can see on it. Also look at the colored glasses, as this used to be the private bedroom of the Maharaja. So these colored glasses were originally imported from Murano, Italy that time. These are the original Murano Italian glasses. Similar work you can see in the mirror palace of Amber Fort.
Yes.
So look, this is known as the Ratan Mandir. Sarat means winter. So it's known as the winter palace. The winter festivals were originally celebrated here, mainly Navratra and Diwali. Both Navratra and Diwali festivals were celebrated here during the Maharaja Pratap Singh's time. And look at the window. There are 953 small and big windows like this in the entire palace. And through these windows you can see everything outside without being seen. That was the idea to build this wind palace. But originally those were used by the royal lady, so that because of the height nobody could see them, but they can enjoy everything on the roadside. That was the idea.
Can you see this? See the main road?
Tangor, both the local festivals were originally celebrated here. So the procession used to pass through the city palace and it used to pass through this road. This is one of the reasons the ladies used to come here to watch all these processions, weddings without wings. The festival dresses of the queens used to be around 8 to 10 kilogram because of the brocade work of gold and silver thread work. So it was very hard for the royal ladies to walk up to 5 floors. This is one of the reasons no staircase were built in the entire palace. A simple ramp was built so that the queens and royal ladies were carried on a wheelchair from down to up by the servants. Look, we are on the first floor here. This is known as the Ratan Mandir. Ratan originally means James. Look at these colored glasses. As I said, they were all imported from Murano, Italy at the time. So when the sun shines on these glasses, all these glasses reflect like the gemstones on the floor. This is one of the reasons this part is known as the Ratan Mandir or the James Chapel. Look at these colored glasses. Why this is so beautifully decorated with the colored glasses? This was originally the dressing room of the queen. So the queens used to get ready here, especially on the festival time. That's why it is beautifully decorated with the glasses.
Look at these pretty glasses. So these are from Murano, Italy, as he said. Look at this one also, and behind these glasses is the main road. I was showing you before, the same main road.
So we are on the second floor. This part is known as Vichitra Mandir. Look, this was originally a temple of Lord Krishna. But the statue of Lord Krishna was not settled here permanently. Whenever Savai Pratap Singh, the Maharaja who built that, he came from the city palace, they used to brought the statue of Lord Krishna also here. And here, this was the place where the Maharaja himself used to write all the poems and dedicate it to Lord Krishna. But while going back, the statue was taken back to the city palace. But during this time, during this Maharaja's time, the famous festival Krishna Janmashtami, the birth of Lord Krishna, was actually celebrated here. So you can see the rings here. This was for the hanging of Lord Krishna. The swing, they used to hang a swing here, and that was used as a Lord Krishna Janmashtami.
Okay.
Right.
You see, as we're going up, we're going on 4th floor. So you can see the window even, like, so many windows, little window, and this holes. I can feel nice air here. This is the main road.
We'll have a beautiful scenic view of the entire Jaipur, 360-degree view of the old city, the pink city of Jaipur, where we can see Jantar Mantar, Hawa Mahal, Nahargarh Fort, even the Jaigarh Fort. So please come in.
Oh, look at this stunning view. Wow. If you see all the way down there, that is the Nahargarh Fort.
Was originally built as an army fort, as a military fort.
Yes.
So the army used to stay there all the time so that they could see the enemies from a long distance. If we talk about the temples, look there, you can see a small temple of Lord Ganesha there. This is one of the first temple of Jaipur. As Ganesha is one of the first god, so the temple of Ganesha was built first, and then the city was started to build. And there you can see the Jaigarh Fort. If you zoom this straight there, on the top of the pink building.
Oh yes.
Jaigarh Fort was also built as an army fort when the capital was in.
See, all the way to that look at my finger, right there.
Down there you can see another Krishna temple. Jaipur is also known as Chota Kashi, because after Banaras, maximum number of temples were built by the Maharaja of Jaipur, right? And you can see the beautiful pink city here. In 1876, when the Prince of Wales, he came to Jaipur, the entire city was painted into pink to welcome the Prince of Wales. And there you can see the city palace from last 300 years. The royal family of Jaipur is living there. The city palace.
Still living there.
Yeah, when the Pink City was built, the city palace was built as a residence of the royal family. And they are still living there. And there you can see the observatory. Was built by Savai Jai Singh II. He built 5 like this in the different part of India. This is one of them, but this is the biggest one and very well preserved. Also a UNESCO's World Heritage Site. Yeah. There you can see lots of instruments. You can know the time, you can know the zodiac signs. And there you can see the tower was erected in 1750 by the second Maharaja of Jaipur, Savai Ishwari Singh. Hence
so
it is known as
Victor Pole.
Hence it is known as the Isar Lai.
Yeah.
So when the founder of Jaipur, he died, 2 of his sons, they fought to become the Maharaja. And when the elder son, he defeated his own stepbrother in the war. In the memory of that war, the tower was built. It's known as the Isar Lai. So you can see there used to be a corridor from City Palace to Jantar Mandir, the observatory, and from the observatory to Hawa Mahal. So the queens used to walk from the City Palace till here within the 10 minutes. And because in the Pink City, the common people used to live. And whatever you can see in the yellow color was privately used by the royal family. So this was part of the palace complex. So only the royal family and their soldiers and servants used to stay here. Right? Straight there on the top of the hill, you can see almost 300-year-old temple of sun god. As the royal family of Jaipur belongs from the Sun dynasty. So almost 300 years back, the Sun temple was built. And that you can see one of the first high school of Jaipur. Yeah, it is still a government school, but that time it used to be one of the first high schools. And as I said, Hawa Mahal, the top of Hawa Mahal looked like a crown of Lord Krishna. So you can see the design. Yes, design of crown from here. As it was the private palace, they were all made of gold at the time. They were replaced later on after independence.
And this is the main road here.
Jaipur was one of the planned city of Asia at the time. You can see very well planned, more than 110 feet wide road. On the ground floor, there are all shops. And on the top of the shops are the residences and temple. Every 4th to 5th building is a temple actually.
Okay.
We are on the 4th floor, is known as the Prakash Mandir. Prakash means light. So as you can see the east direction on the other side. So that time this used to be one of the highest top building. So whenever the sun rise from the east, the sunshine used to come directly to this floor. This is the reason this is known as the Prakash Mandir. And this was the 4th floor and 5th floor was originally used by the queens so that they can see each and everything down there and nobody could see them because of the height. Right? Maharaja was also fond of music and songs. So you can see these canopies, these cenotaphs were used by the musicians and dancers. So they used to entertain Maharaja by playing songs and music. We are on the 5th floor now. This is known as the Hawa Mandir. Because this is open and because of the height, you can see the maximum flow of wind you can actually feel here in the daytime. Unfortunately, these windows are actually closed because of the height, big windows, and there is always a threat of lots of small kids also come here. Otherwise, if all these windows are open, you can really feel the wind all the time here. So queens and the kids used to come here. You can see these small places were originally made for the children. This part was also used by the ladies to watch all the happenings without being seen. But you can get a beautiful view of the entire Pink City, the old city from here.
Look at this nice view. Look at these windows. Small hook is there. You can pull it. Look at this. This window is open, and you can see main road down there. You can see we came from there. And see this window, you can close, so tiny, you know.
the Wind Palace from here. See, such a huge complex. It looks very small from front, but it is a big complex.
Yeah. So look at this. If you see this wide gate, so we enter from there. Okay, so we are other side, and this is all whole campus. See the campus. Look at the Wind Palace straight, and I'm gonna show you from front also.